Have you ever wanted to multiply your lavender plants but weren't sure where to begin from? Today in the garden, we are propagating lavender, and for this, we are going to be using these plastic bottles that we've recycled. We are going to cut them to be able to make our planters. So we take our scissors and cut the bottle into two. So we shall have the lower part and the upper part. The lower part we are going to be using now for planting. The upper part we shall also be using it for planting, but later on. And after cutting our bottles, we are going to poke holes into our bottles. These are to help us in the drainage such that our plants do not become waterlogged. And then after, we get our soil, which is well mixed with compost. You can use a mix of 60% garden soil to 40% compost. This soil is already mixed. You fill your containers with the soil. They can be these containers. The containers can be bigger or sometimes even smaller, because when our lavender plants grow and develop roots, we shall transplant them into bigger containers or into the garden. So after filling our containers with the soil, we are going to go to our mother plant. It is best if it is not yet flowered. So we are going to take the cuttings of the softer wood. It is this softer wood that will be easier to take root. If you take the harder part, chances are that it will rot in your soil before it actually develops roots. So you take about 4 inches of the top. So we take as many cuttings as will be enough for our garden or for our propagation, and then we head back to where we are going to plant them. We are going to take our cuttings, and then we are going to remove about 1 inch of the lower leaves from all the cuttings. Just remove around 1 inch. And then we just put them in a soil firmly. Make sure that you press the soil to be firm such that the cutting will have contact with the soil, and then water thoroughly. And keep watering this plant. Make sure that you keep your soil moist at all times but not waterlogged, and then place it in a sunny spot, and in no time your lavender plants will be growing.